There's no such thing as too many books. Okay, agreed, Elmo, but also, maybe you shouldn't be reading Fahrenheit 451, Elmo. Oh, do they even make these things anymore? Those things that used to be at the playground where you just spun around until you fell off or got sick? Bella, will you check my tail feathers?
No.
Please? Please?
No, thanks.
So you're saying you're not a good friend? Hello, everybody. Mr. Steve here, and I have an important announcement. Check out my awesome chair. I got a new chair. Isn't this chair the best? It's so expensive that my wife, when she bought it for me, said, I'm just not going to tell you how much it cost. Which is probably for the best, you know? I love it. It swivels, and I can move it up and down. I gave it a name. It's Cher. It's Cher the chair. Isn't that the best? I feel so professional with my new chair. I feel like a supervillain, or maybe like a captain of a very strange starship in Star Trek.
Make it so.
Do you like it? Do you like my chair? I like my chair. Today, I'm going to read a book. I'm going to try and read all of it. It's called Love the Fur You're In, Monster Wit and Wisdom from Sesame Street. Because we've all been stuck inside for quite a long time, and I feel like we need some wisdom. Maybe go back to the basics. Sesame Street. The thing I like about this book is that it features artwork from various Sesame Street books that have been written over the years, and on the bottom of each page it tells you exactly what book the illustration is from and who drew it and from when. So we're going to read this book. Love the Fur You're In. You're always welcome on Sesame Street. The only thing better than a hug is a running hug. The only thing better than a running hug is a running Hurricane Rana. That's the way to win matches. Find someone who can dance to your tune. I don't think Ernie can really play the accordion. I don't know if I've seen that before. Be live. Oh wait, believe. This is a newer one because Abby Cadabby didn't come out till she's a more recent addition to Sesame Street. Pick your battles and your roommates carefully. Now look at the mess Ernie has made there. Bert's going to be very upset. Sometimes you need a little space. I don't think Elmo is able to breathe up there, but first, a hug. And there's Grover and Grover's mommy. I love Grover so much. Grover's the man. Keep calm and cookie on. Yeah. Because kids love World War II references. Go fly a kite. Look at all of those people flying kites. This must be an older book. That's Prairie Dawn right there. Did you know her name? I don't think you did. That's from 1988. Yeah, so that's an older one. Expect the unexpected. Ooh, that one's from 1971. Wow. Snuggle up with a snuffleupagus. You want to know how old I am, kids? When I was a child, Snuffleupagus was an imaginary character that only Big Bird could see. Eventually, they stopped that. Read the instructions first. I forgot what the name of the magician is, but that's okay. Find your perfect furry friend. Elmo has a cat, apparently. You do you. That's very true. Do you. You know, you should care about yourself. This should be a story time about self-care. It's important to take care of yourself. I have been drinking a ton of water. I got this water bottle, and it's designed to go in your freezer, and it makes your water super cold. Oh, I've been drinking a ton of water lately. This is your life. Smile. Do you know who that is? You know who that is? You know who that is? That's game show host Guy Smiley. Bet you didn't know that. Fun is waterproof. Oh man, anytime that it rains or there's a little puddle or anything, my kids are always itching to splash in it. Surround yourself with things that bring you joy. Oscar lives in a trash can. Life's an adventure, but pack a map. There's Zoe. Don't give a hoot, just play your song. I don't remember the name of the musician. He might just be called Hoots. If news spreads fast, make it good news. And here's a bunch of monsters. That's Harry Monster. He used to be a popular monster. There's no such thing as too many books. Okay, agreed, Elmo, but also, maybe you shouldn't be reading Fahrenheit 451, Elmo. Inappropriate. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's only reading that because he's a huge Jack Nicholson fan. Still, inappropriate. Read books that you can read. How about that? All your angles are your best angles. I wonder if Snuffleupagus is related to Chewbacca. I can do a really good Chewbacca noise. Listen. Chewbacca noise! Chewbacca noise! See? Do you like that? Every dawn is another sunny day. A good friend makes it all better. Good things come to those who wait. Didn't that used to be the tagline for Heinz Ketchup? I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
Heinz Ketchup. The best things come to those who wait.
When you have a gift, give it to others. Oh, look at that. Grover can play the violin? Since when? I don't know about that. Make a wish. Swing for the fences. That means when you're playing baseball, when you're trying anything, try and knock it out of the park. Some days call for more than one scoop. That is every day during this quarantine. I will admit, it's been difficult for me being stuck at home. Has it been difficult for you? It's okay to say yes. It's okay to be having a hard time, you know, because admitting that is important. It means that you can try and feel better. Love the fur you're in. I know what book that's from. One of my favorite books of all time. The monster at the end of this book. I love that book. Sing like no one's listening. Oh, that's me all the time. Express yourself. I'm expressing with my full capabilities. Now I'm living in... Anyway.
I'm expressing with my full capabilities.
Physics 101 is really important. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Cookie Monster sees the cookies over here, so he jumps onto this, and then the cookies fly at him, and he eats the entire cookie jar. What? That's gonna... I feel bad for that thing coming back out. Just breathe. That's a Yoga Grover. So that's awesome. A good friend checks your tail feathers for you. Bella, will you check my tail feathers?
No.
Please? Please?
No thanks.
So you're saying you're not a good friend? Is that what you're saying? That hurts. That hurts. That hurts me right in the tail feathers.
I'm sorry.
You're never too old for story time. What? Got that right. You're never too old for story time. Dive into a good book. Always wear clean underwear. Yes. Don't bury your feelings. There's another picture from my favorite book. Yeah. The monster at the end of this book. Maybe I'll read that next. Would you guys like that? Just roll with it. The Together book from 1971. Don't hide your light under a trash can lid. Oh, see, there's Grover right there. Grover lives in a trash can. Follow the monsters. They know the way. Sure. Never underestimate the superpower of a nap. Let me tell you, kids, I repeatedly say this during my story times, but a lot of the kids that watch my story times, that come to see my story times, they're like, Oh, I don't do naps. I don't like naps. Oh, naps are lame. And it's this thing of like, you're young and you take naps, and then you get older and you're like, oh, I'm 11. I'm 8. I don't do naps anymore. But let me tell you something. Eventually, you'll get to my age, and you know what'll happen when you're my age? You will pray for a nap. You will convince yourself that if I just got 15 minutes, it will solve all of my problems. Okay? So you should take the naps you can, kids. Just trust me on that. Take the naps you can now. Wherever you go, go with a friend. That's very true. Don't count your cookies until they're baked. Can't bear it? Share it. Yeah, maybe you ordered too big of a drink there, Prairie Dawn. Don't get frazzled. That's frazzle. That's frazzle. I forgot his name. That's how he sounds. That's how frazzle sounds. I totally remember that.
Frazzle?
Stop and smell the flowers. Slow down before you fall down. Oh, do they even make these things anymore? Those things that used to be at the playground where you just spun around until you fell off or got sick? Everyone has a story. Very true. We should all... That is Sherlock Hemlock, the world's greatest detective. I remember that. Boom. See? You really are a masterpiece. And there he is right there, Sherlock Hemlock. La música es el lenguaje de amor. Music is the language of love in Spanish. That's very true. North, south, east, or west. Go where your dreams take you. And that's an interesting picture. I guess they're being the Wright brothers inventing the airplane. Go on, rain is good for your fur. I don't like the rain, but that's okay. Not everybody has to like it. Always have a plan B, and also a plan C, and maybe a plan D, E, F, maybe a plan 1, maybe a plan 2. Have a plan 2 in case plan 1 doesn't work. And in case plans 1 and 2 don't work, no, you should have a plan 3. And just to be safe, you should have a plan 4 and a plan 5, maybe a plan 6. This is how you count in sign language. 1, 2, 3. The thumb comes out for 3, and then the thumb comes in, and then boom, 4, and then 5. And then maybe you should have a plan 6. Kind of looks like a 6. See? Kind of looks like a 6. And maybe a plan 7. And maybe a plan 8. And if plans 1 through 8 don't work, you know what you need?
Plan 9.
Plan 9.
Sometimes Mr. Steve tells jokes for Mr. Steve. Follow your rubber ducky. That might not be the best advice. My rubber ducky tends to hang out by the drain. RX, laughter, the best medicine. I believe his name is Franklin. I might be mistaken. I watched a lot of Sesame Street growing up. Focus. Just focus. Yeah, Cookie Monster, you're about to be monster overboard. Friends can help you weather any storm. What is the name of that dog? Snuffy? No, that's Snuffy, the Snuffleupagus. What's the name of that dog? Oh, I don't remember. It's going to drive me crazy now. When a wrench will work, leave the blowtorch in the box. Dude, Grover, why do you have a blowtorch? That's not a good idea. I don't trust Grover with a blowtorch. The secret to a happy life is balance. Okay, so 4 Muppets do not equal 1 Big Bird. I bet Big Bird's pretty big. That was not the smartest thing I've ever said. Always pack your essentials. Shoot for the moon. Imagination can take you anywhere. Oscar the Grouch going into space, or maybe to Oz, I don't know. Be someone, Super Grover. Ah, man, I love Super Grover. Super Grover was awesome. Dance, flutter, and fly. That is very pretty artwork there. Just hold on. I do not remember her name. Lend an ear. The one without the banana in it. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. He's eating a hero sandwich, like a submarine sandwich. Sometimes the answer you get is not the answer you want. Waiter, what is this fly doing in my soup? He's doing the backstroke, sir. That joke is older than I am. Life isn't always a straight line. That is very true. That is very, very true. It has a lot of curves. Be your own director. Dude, check out the count there. What, are they making a movie about him? Are they making a kid-friendly Dracula? Don't miss what's right under your nose. Those are the Twiddlebugs. I remember the Twiddlebugs.
We have one happy little twiddlebug. Oh, no, that's two happy little twiddlebugs.
What's up, Twiddlebugs? Find your own recipe for fun. Done is better than perfect. No, I think perfect is better than done, because you can just done, or you can do it perfectly. Yeah, I disagree with that page. I disagree with the Sesame Street dictionary from 1980. Remember, you're always welcome on Sesame Street. And then the end are all of the artists that drew these different books that this is from. Oh, look. Look. Okay. So right here, in the beginning of the book, here's a picture of all of these people and all of these characters. At the end, it's the same picture, but here are all of the names of all of the people. And I was right. That's Franklin and Sherlock Hemlock. Herbert Birdsfoot? I don't know who that is. Huh, I really like that. So that's the end of that story. It was a longer book than I thought it was going to be. If anyone from Loveworks is listening, this would take a lot longer than your typical storytime book, just FYI. But that was fun. Did you like that? I liked that. Maybe next time I'll read The Monster at the End of This Book, because that's one of my favorites. Also, do you like the chair? Do you like the chair? Hope you like it. Anyway, that's it for story time today. Hope you guys are hanging in there. We can get through this. We will get through this. This thing will eventually end, and we'll be able to go to a park and just be cool again. So we just all have to do our part and stay at home and flatten the curve, as they say. So we can do this. You can do this. I believe in you guys. Mr. Steve cares about you. Be sure and like and subscribe and all of those things I'm supposed to say because I'm a YouTuber. I'll see you later, guys. Bye!